We're doing a tutorial on the digital doodle assignment for MIT App Inventor. In this assignment, you're basically creating a drawing app. Your app needs to be able to take a picture, use your finger to draw in at least 3 colors, change the size of the line using a slide bar, and the accelerometer must clear the screen. This will be what we do in the demo app. I'd like to challenge you to do other things that you might actually want in an app, using a color picker or color changing sliders to choose your color. You could do a coloring book, create an eraser function, a way to save or export your drawings, or anything else useful that you might want to do in an app. And of course, when you're done, you're going to create your app icon, name your app, and have a finished product with a load screen as well. So we're going to jump right over to MIT App Inventor, and we're going to set up this demo app. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab something that we haven't done, and that's what's a horizontal arrangement. As I bring that in, we can see my toolbar over here to change the size of it. But I'm not going to quite do that. What a horizontal arrangement does, it allows me to drag in, for an example, my button, and I can drag in another button, and we can see it arranges them just like it says, horizontally. So I know that I'm going to need at least 4 buttons at the top. And obviously our screen ran out of size, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to button 1, and I'm going to set the width of my button to, we could do it by percent if we're changing between screens. So I could do something like 20% of the screen width, and we can see that. I can go to the next button. Again, I'm going to go to that 20% of my screen width, and my next button, and my width will be the 20%. Now you might want to just do a standard pixel or another way. It's all really if you're designing for a specific device or multiple devices. So we can see as I have my 4 different buttons now, my button 1, I'm going to make my camera function. So I'm going to come to my text here, and I'm just going to type in camera. My button 2, I'm just going to put in R on it for red. My button 3, I'm going to put green on it for green. And my button 4, I'm going to put a B for blue. Now, to help out in design, you can also come through and change your background colors and your text colors to make it more easy for the user to understand what they're actually working with. So this would be green, button 2, that'd be red. And again, you can have a little bit of design here as well. You could round your buttons doing other things, but I'm also going to come over here and rename this. And I'm going to name it, use camera button. And then I'm going to rename it red. And the reason I'm renaming my buttons is when I go to the second screen, it's going to be helpful for programming. So I know exactly what button 1 and button 2 are because I have them by the color now. And I'm going to call it the blue button. So I really encourage you to make sure that you're naming this so you can keep track of it in your programming screen.